This is our video. Your ex violates the child custody or visitation order. File for contempt, Form FL 412. And this comment says, I've been searching for help and can't seem to find it anywhere, at least not decent advice. My ex and I went to court on Halloween of 2022. And since then, I've documented 3 times she's violated the court order. She's been late for an exchange well over 2 hours, and she failed to contact or answer my calls or texts. I had to get in touch with her mother, my daughter's grandmother, to come get my daughter after she sat at my job with me for 3 hours. And another occasion where she picked my daughter up from school for Christmas break, where I was supposed to get her. Of course, I didn't notify her that she slipped up and violated the order, but my child tells me that she stays with her grandparents 90% of the time when she's supposed to be in her mom's custody. But her mom is at her boyfriend's, while her own mother looks after my child. Meanwhile, I'm paying this untreated, hateful person with $500 a month in child support, and we have 50-50 custody. It infuriates me because my daughter, who is 7, prefers to live with me, but I'm being played by a broken system and struggling to keep up with child support when I'm truly the only one parenting the child. I need help. Please someone. My state is Georgia.
I don't know if the case is in Georgia or not. I'm assuming it is, in which case, I don't know. You'd have to take it up with a judge in Georgia. I'm not going to get into that because I've never been to a court in Georgia. Also, given the person's name, I'm not sure if this is some kind of joke. I don't know. The name of this commenter is suspect.
Yeah. So if this were in California and a real situation, which sounds like, I mean, this kind of stuff happens all the time, where you have 50-50 custody, but in this case, it sounds like it's the mom. The mom is not actually having the children in her care during her time, during her 50%. It's really grandma. And does that matter? Let's say this is a guy. Can he go back to the judge and say, hey, Your Honor, we have 50-50, but really the other parent's not taking advantage of her time. Can I, all the time that our daughter is with grandma, maternal grandmother, can I instead have her with me? And that would, of course, probably decrease the child support that he might be paying.
If it were California, I would say he probably needs to file a motion to modify custody and visitation because it appears that mom simply isn't around. But they were just in court 2 months ago. So it's kind of hard to believe that much has changed in 2 months. So maybe not, but you know, there's something wrong here. And as far as whether or not that's going to change the order for child support, again, I have no idea what state this is. In California, timeshare absolutely changes the amount of support that somebody's paying. In other states, they don't do it that way. Like in Texas, you know, whether you've got 0% visitation or 30% visitation, it doesn't change the amount you're paying. You know, when you get closer to 50-50, then the judge has the ability to do some offset in those other states. And I'm not quite sure exactly how they do that. But in California, you know, the court can do whatever they need to do. And, you know, a lot of people have this idea in California that if you have 50-50 custody, that you're just not going to be paying any kind of child support. And that may or may not be true, depending on how the calculation comes out in the child support calculator. You know, if dad makes $200,000 a year and mom's making $24,000 a year, even with 50-50 custody, he will be paying some support. Now he's going to be paying a whole lot less at 50-50 than he would if he only had, say, 5% visitation.